Aloha
Welcome from Hawaii.
from Hawaii.
Oh, it's so hot.
The ficus actually grows naturally out of plastic in Hawaii as well. Pro Bowl, gentlemen.
Pro
It's
Bowl.
exciting. I think the actual really exciting thing is I found out this morning when I was at work that today is Aloha Friday. And then was devastated because every Friday is Aloha Friday.
What?
It makes me mad.
You're kidding.
No, and then my boss thought it was hilarious because I got excited about Aloha Friday, and then I looked it up on the internet.
So,
It started out as the Friday around May 1st was Aloha Friday, and they would just go in and wear Hawaiian shirts and knock off at 12.
who?
The
is they?
Hawaiians.
Okay.
And then it was, it was apparently so popular, they just started doing it every week.
That's weird. I can't believe that caught on.
Oh, yeah, no, if I could wear Hawaiian shirts and knock off 12 on Friday, I'd do it every week, too.
Yeah.
So, Aloha Friday, it's the Friday before the Pro Bowl in Hawaii.
Yes.
And even though Aloha Friday is kind of like Meatloaf Thursday, if you worked at a cafeteria and you served meatloaf every Thursday, it wouldn't be that, not like once a month Meatloaf
Unless
Thursday.
you really loved meatloaf.
Yeah, or knocking off early at 12.
Or
Which I
knocking-
think
Drinking
anybody that
margaritas
watches
at
the
noon?
show, I don't think is going to be like, no, I wouldn't want that. I think everybody would want that every Friday. Sounds like a good system.
Knocking off on Fridays?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
actually went home at 4 today.
I never left the house.
Yeah, there you go. That's Aloha Friday right there.
Malakey Lakey.
Yeah, so,
Apparently they play football on Sunday in Hawaii.
yes, they do at Aloha Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
which used to be Pro Players Stadium, but is now Aloha Stadium
Right.
because Hawaii, the University of Hawaii, also plays there.
Mm-hmm.
They had before played on a different field that just had sideline bleachers. It looked like a high school. That was when they had the actual rainbow on the side of the helmet instead of the sweet-looking H that they have now.
Right?
Yeah. Little factoid there.
That's
So how did the midweek antics go?
Oh, yeah. This is good. Already, they got drunk and threw Jay Cutler in the pool.
Oh no.
But it's a heated pool, and he's a type 1 diabetic. So it was almost a disaster.
Get right out of town.
Nope. He had too many Mai Tais. They hucked him right in
Wow.
Oh boy, that's
Yeah,
that's too bad.
Jay
for old
Cutler,
Jay.
yeah.
I can't believe anybody could not be worried about getting beat up by Jay Cutler.
They
'Cause he's
wouldn't be
not
worried
a
about-
happy-looking guy.
No, I wouldn't be worried about the beating up, but like the next morning you get up and you're, even though you're like 6 floors up, all of a sudden a coconut that's going 65 hits you in the side of
Yeah.
the head.
Yeah.
You don't know where it came from. It came from like a mile and a half over there and zing.
Yeah, I could see Jay Cutler doing a little funnin', but I think that he'd have a breaking point where nobody would want to touch him for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, well, apparently, no, they just got him plowed and threw him in the pool.
Oh, wow.
And then he had to get a shot because I guess the heat accelerates the sugar going through your blood or whatever. So.
Right. Well, those Mai Tais are full of sugar, so.
Oh, yeah, no, he shouldn't have been drinking Mai Tais. He shouldn't have been going swimming when he was drunk. I mean, this is what happens at the Pro Bowl.
Bad news for everybody.
Yeah, I think, what is it, tomorrow? Or no, it was yesterday that they decided who could run the fastest and who could lift the heaviest things.
Like
That's always.
on the
They
beach.
had a man off.
They have a man off every year.
Wow.
They have a quarterback man off too, where you try to hit moving targets and who can throw it the farthest. Just out of the Pro Bowl quarterbacks, it doesn't really determine who can actually throw it the farthest. But out of the people that were there, you figure out who actually throws it the
Sounds like
farthest.
a good time.
They should do that after 12 margaritas.
Yeah.
They should have the
I-
target throw after
I
some sort of
recall-
iced concoction.
a year that Brett Favre and Michael Vick looked like they had knocked back a few gin and tonics before they were out there because they weren't like really trying to win. And you had Peyton Manning, Mr. I don't do anything fun.
Straight edge.
Straight edge, yeah, he was winning because they were like, what's this? Woo!
Hey, Peters.
Except
the
for
island
when
bar.
who can throw it the farthest? Favre threw it like a mile and a half, and Vick's like, hey, watch this, and he hit China. That guy can throw it forever.
It's a deep
And
pass.
yeah, it is a deep pass. It's too bad that he's in prison. But it's not too bad.
No Mai
because
Tais in prison.
You never know. He might be in Club Fed.
Well, they don't have snakes in prison either. so he's got that.
What does that have?
There's no snakes in Hawaii.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
It's
Snakes on a plane.
kind of interesting, you know.
It is.
You'd be surprised at how few people actually know that there's no snakes in Hawaii.
I knew that there was no snakes in Hawaii, and that's why snakes on a plane I had a hard time with, because they had to get the snakes in to Hawaii and then onto a different plane and then back
Without leaving
without
any snakes behind.
leaving any snakes behind.
So why is there no snakes in Hawaii? I don't know this.
They don't have any snakes.
They just don't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have any
It's an
snakes.
island. Snakes can't swim across oceans, apparently.
Oh,
They have
It's a long
eels.
way.
yeah, that is.
Yeah. Well, eels live in
In the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really live in Hawaii.
They're
They just live in
basically
the ocean
sea
outside.
snakes.
They are sea snakes,
Right.
actually. This is good. This is a good show. We're playing as much grab ass as they're going to play out there on Sunday.
He said it.
I got to say it.
Sorry, Mom.
And we're not talking about the Pro Bowl at all. I mean, this is just a little, factoid.
I kind of think that that's
for
how the Pro Bowl
kiddies.
goes, really.
It is. They can't even blitz. No man-to-man. It's all man-to-man defense. No blitzing. See who can score the most touchdowns. And,
No blocking the kick either. Did you know that? You cannot block a kick in the Pro Bowl.
No, you can't. You can't really do anything except let the other team score touchdowns and give each other high fives.
Yeah.
And
Deep
then
route. Ooh.
There's no flags for celebrating, so you're going to see some celebrating.
Some hot cha-chas and
So yeah,
maybe a little
cell phones.
icky shuffle. Oh, yeah. Pouring some pepper out, you know.
the talcum powder.
Oh, the
right there.
talcum powder.
Yeah,
It's
it was the
talcum
LeBron
powder.
James thing.
The grenade.
Which
Oh,
yeah,
the grenade's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
More
Barely-
people
you
need
know,
to do
Chad
grenade.
Johnson did the hula dance one year when he scored a touchdown. That was exciting.
He's probably worn a grass skirt before, so.
Yeah.
Good experience.
No, I bet
I bet you he was the Mai Tai king.
he's that guy at the party.
Yeah.
Just I'm sure of it.
He is that guy. You're absolutely right. Like, somebody's got to take Chad home.
Yeah, well,
He's
no, it's
really
like,
rolling
hey,
things.
there's that guy, and then like about halfway through, you're like, oh, he's still pretty funny, and then about 2:30 in the morning, you're calling a cab for Chad Johnson because he's just being an ass. He's on the table. He's not wearing any pants.
And you can't get him out of your
Oh,
hotel
boy.
room. Like,
No.
No matter how late.
You just
Hey, Chad,
try.
we got to go to the Pro Bowl. No, man, come
Yeah.
on, more Mai Tais.
Woo!
That guy.
Get out of my hot tub,
Yeah.
Chad.
Put your pants back on, Chad.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons the pantsless guy at the Aloha parties. That's why he takes the pants off to begin with, is so that you don't want to try to remove them because he's not wearing any pants.
That's right.
He's going to be like, where am I going to go? I'm not even wearing any pants. It's like the pants off is like a license to not have pants. Kind of cyclical thing that keeps you at the party. Speaking from experience, dude.
That would be a pants party.
The pants party. Are you going to watch the Pro Bowl, Shaun?
No.
All right. It is pretty tough to watch. You know that in 2010 they're going to put it in between the championship and the Super Bowl?
Really?
Really?
I did not know that.
Because they're saying that the ratings are suffering. I think it's going to get less. Because now the only reason I watch it is because I'm not going to get to see an actual football game for, 9 months.
Right.
So I'm going to watch this one because it's
How
what we
is
got.
that going to work? You know, James Harrison sprains his toe in the Pro Bowl and can't play in the Super Bowl?
No one that's in the Super Bowl is going to play in the Pro Bowl. And usually one team
Nobody-
has an overwhelming amount of Pro Bowlers. Like this year,
Like
the
the
Cardinals
Giants.
had a bunch of Pro Bowlers.
And the Giants from last year.
The Giants only had one Pro Bowler last year.
I mean, this year from
OCU
last
and
year.
yeah, but if they would have gone again, then they would. And
Right.
if all of those things would have
So
happened.
if you go to the Super Bowl, you can't play in the Pro Bowl.
You could, but you're not
Why
going to
would
because
you?
your coach would slap you in the face.
That seems like a bad idea.
It'd be
Yeah.
like going on vacation with Jessica Simpson before the championship.
Championship, game,
Right.
Or the
That
divisional
seems like
playoffs
a good idea.
Yeah.
on the bye week. Did they go on a cruise?
Something like
Did they
that.
go to Hawaii?
Boat party.
Boat party? Did Romo make the Pro Bowl?
No,
No.
he did not.
Well, he
In
didn't-
fact,
he
I don't
shouldn't
think
have.
anybody from the Dallas's
Oh,
offense.
Jason
no,
Witten
Jason
did.
Witten.
Jason Witten did.
Jason
yeah,
Witten made the Pro
that's
Bowl.
absolutely true, but yeah.
And I bet that one Monday night, if Jason Witten would have walked through the door, you would have gone home with him. The Run Tough Gay night, remember that?
He's making things up. That didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
That was
I would have gone
Figment.
home with him. His helmet came off. He ran 30 yards down the field, knocked a guy over.
Sam wants to go home with Jason Witten.
I don't. I would hang out with him though. I'd be like, man, you're a tough guy. You got
I
a
go home
bloody
with you?"
nose and you didn't wearing a helmet, and knocking everybody over. Made him jump off the couch and go, "Run, tough guy!" It was awesome.
All right. There may have been a slight man crush moment.
Oh yeah.
In blink of an eye.
Yeah. Jason Witten, will you throw passes to me in the yard?
Can we play catch?
Yeah, you want to throw passes to Jason Witten, but you'd feel bad because none of us are going to play quarterback at any level.
No.
Not even with our children.
But I bet
Our
you-
children are going to have to be the quarterback.
I bet you if
realize
Jason
that?
Witten was a quarterback, you'd want to be a center. Pro Bowl.
Maybe.
Pro Bowl.
Jason Witten.
Yeah, are you going to watch the Pro Bowl?
There's a 100% chance that I am not.
Why is that? You're not even going to come over and watch it at my
I
house?
haven't watched the Pro Bowl for more than 5 minutes in probably 16 years. And I think the last time I did was simply because, oh, hey, Jerry Rice is playing another game. Yay. I mean, I think that's it. Nothing happens. The All-Star game of basketball is more exciting than the Pro Bowl.
I don't know about that. That's pretty terrible. The All-Star, any of the All-Star games, I mean,
Yeah,
they're just ridiculous.
It's just not good.
And
The only thing that I would watch the Pro Bowl for is to see Peyton Manning say, "The weather here is sweet." I'm
yeah,
going for it.
I bet he will.
You will.
Oh yeah.
Unless
Probably
it's raining.
actually does.
And even then, I guess it only rains there for like 10 minutes at a time. Like it rains every day for like 10 minutes, and then it's nice again. That sounds all right. That sounds all right by me. Yeah, if we actually had a boat that I could captain, I would take us all there. We would never come back. I'm in an aloha state of mind, boys. This is exciting.
That ship has sailed.
There was never a ship to sail in. That's the worst part. So who do you think's going to have a big performance in the Pro Bowl, Shaun?
I have no idea.
You don't even care, do you?
I mean, I do. Parading around and whatnot. I think if I had my choice, probably Peyton Manning.
Yeah, it's always, he goes out, throws 3 touchdowns, and then starts funning people on the sidelines.
Yeah.
I think you guys have forgotten a serious non-drinker on the other side of the starting quarterbacks.
Oh.
Kurt Warner. Maybe his last hurrah as a Pro Bowler.
Maybe.
He may leave with a strong impression. Or maybe he just doesn't play and give a crap.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it's the Pro Bowl. He's just going to throw it around. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, he's starting with his 2 wide receivers.
Do you remember that? It was a few years ago when Manning threw the 49 touchdowns or whatever, and the entire Colts starting offense was the starting Pro Bowl offense.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, here's the Colts offense and the best defense that we can come up with in the rest of the AFC. They put 3 touchdowns on him and then sat down.
Yeah. You're done for the day, Paters.
Yeah, that was a pretty. The Cardinals have close to that. It's a pretty decent offense.
You know what? Maybe we should watch the Pro Bowl because that sounds like a nice reward for those guys at the end of the season. They go down there for a week and get drunk, and then they work for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
go back to drinking, and then they go home to their families.
Yeah.
Good for those guys. I mean,
Yeah, they get massages too.
yeah, massages, hikes, buckets of fruit.
Usually, I don't know if they actually go
Drinks
on
with
hikes.
umbrellas.
I think they just ride around in those trolleys that you just look at stuff from the road. You know what I'm talking
They
about?
probably get their pictures taken a lot.
Oh yeah, they do get their. They have to sign a lot of autographs.
Yeah. No, I think we should start supporting the Pro Bowl. Maybe I will watch it.
I watch the
or
Pro
maybe
Bowl
I'll just
every
turn
year.
on my
It's terrible.
TV and pretend that I watched it so that they get good ratings.
No, he can bring it right out. That's fine.
Yeah.
Quite a question from the great beyond.
We've got
Last
a
show of the season. Can't
last
hold
show of the
anything
season.
back.
Can't hold anything back, especially not questions like these. Wow, this was written by a 3rd grader.
I have bad handwriting. Would you like me to decipher?
It looks like your handwriting. Baseball's All-Star game determining which league gets home field advantage. Oh, determines which league gets home field advantage. Do you think football, is that card, could do that to maybe the game more competitive?
Make
the
game more
You should
competitive.
read this. I don't even know what it says.
Baseball's All-Star game determines which league gets home field advantage. Do you think football could do that to make the game more competitive? It's not that hard.
For the Super Bowl? Like home field advantage for the Super Bowl?
No, for the
Actually-
All-Star game. Well, I mean, you just get to wear the dark or the light uniform.
Yeah,
What
that's
is it?
that's the only perk. Yeah, and people speaking
They do
of
the
this-
same
I
thing
don't
in the
understand
Pro
the
Bowl.
question. Well, I mean, home field advantage for
the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl, yes.
Oh, So have it like in New York in
No, that would be-
February? I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually,
Whose
no, I
home
think-
field
I
would
think
it be?
That's
What does they?
The Super Bowl champs? You take the Pro Bowl home with you?
Yeah. See, the thing is that the Pro Bowl's not a competitive game, and it's never gonna be. So making it more competitive isn't gonna help anything.
No.
I think more tomfoolery is what's gonna get the viewers.
Yeah, let's run lots of flea. Let's run three
Yeah.
flea flickers in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Or just leading up to the Pro Bowl, have commercials with the guys, pulling frat pranks on each other.
Yeah, or they could take out the
I mean,
pages and the
they
playbooks
got
that
Jay
they didn't
Cutler
use throughout
drunk.
the
They're
season.
doing it anyway.
And
They
throw
got
them in a
Jay-
pile.
Yeah.
They could take the plays out of the playbook that they didn't use all season, throw them in a pile, and draw them as they're going.
Yeah.
Like out of a
Already
hat.
they have a thing
Yeah,
that
something. All the trick plays in the back of the playbook.
And then they could give the defense the same hat
Yeah.
or a different hat with the same plays, and then they choose one that they
Right.
think made that. Oh man, that's brilliant. We have to block a kick on 1st and 10. Oh no!
yeah.
No, there's no blocking.
You can't block the
Oh, yeah,
kick
right,
though.
right. Well, then they
They
run
just-
a prevent on the first play. I think that's a good idea.
It'd be interesting.
Let's
They
make
do
it strictly
have a
random.
thing that you get to call a play, or you get to call a play if you win a drawing. You get to go to the Pro Bowl
Oh,
and be on the sidelines, and you get to call one play.
Wow.
I would totally abuse that if it was me, and I would come up with their first 15 script, and there would be 3 flea flickers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no. At that point, I think I'd be trying to just show my chops. So I'd have some real good mixes here, and they'd be like, "Yeah, we're not going to learn any of these plays in a week, let alone know 'em when you walk up here, buddy."
Nice.
Yeah.
So a little Pro Bowl fun fact for you guys.
Okay.
I found this through a very reliable source today, Wikipedia.com. That
.org.
.org .net. That that's funny. .com. That the coaches, how they determine the coaches, is the losing coach of the championship, the individual championships.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's not the winning coach, because back in the day, they wanted to have a rivalries bowl or something like that. I think it was called the Rivalry Bowl, where the 2 losing championship teams play each other. And they said, no, let's make it the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Well, they did do a consolation. When was the last consolation championship they did?
I don't know.
Super Bowl III, something like that. They did a 3rd place game, and then they were like, "This 3rd place game is stupid," because the teams that were playing it were like, "I don't even care.
Yeah.
I've got a broken ankle. I finally get to go home, and you're making me play for 3rd place."
Yeah.
No.
3rd place is a bad idea.
Exactly. It doesn't even work.
Get
And
out
it
there and
didn't.
win the Super Bowl next
Get
year.
out there and win the Super Bowl next year. Don't hurt yourself playing for 3rd, which is why the Pro Bowl is so uncompetitive, because you don't want to hurt yourself fooling around.
Now, how do you suppose that they make money off of the Pro Bowl? Is it strictly television viewership and stadium ticket sales, or is there some sort of
I'm sure
charity
that they got some kind of
haters goes from
well,
door to
no,
door
I mean they're
with selling
doing
candy bars?
they're lifting the weights and they're throwing the footballs around all week long. They're doing stuff, and you can get tickets to those events too. And then I'm sure that there's sponsorships to have at that particular event with the quarterback challenge. Usually has Coors or Bud Light or Pepsi or whatever all over everything. So I mean they're getting it back in the sponsorship money too.
But then do they donate it? I mean, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
what do they do with that Pro Bowl money?
They
should
spend it on
donate
the
it.
hotels and the Mai Tais.
And the boat parties.
And the boat parties, because nobody throws a boat party like the Minnesota Vikings.
40 hookers are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
It adds up, especially Hawaiian hookers. Not that I would know.
Yeah.
Actually, really, I don't know.
I've never been to Hawaii, so I've never been able to really price
Sorry,
out their
sorry,
prostitution
Justin's
rates
mom.
versus other states.
Doggone it.
They're not going to beat New
Hawaiian
Jersey,
hookers.
though, I'll tell you that.
Oh!
Oh!
Thank you for tuning
Those
in.
South
to the
Jersey
football
girls. I've
show.
never even met one. This is ridiculous. I'm just slandering women from New Jersey for no apparent reason.
They're probably very sweet ladies
I
that
bet.
smell like smog.
This is I don't even know if New Jersey smells like it's close
I don't
enough.
either. Let's generalize some more.
If it smells like smog and it's that close to the ocean, what a dump! I mean, come on.
I have no retort. I wish I had something funny and clever to say.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah. Oh.
You can lose all your money in Atlantic City.
Yeah. No, we actually had some items to get to, right?
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean?
Yeah, you want to do your...
Okay. So I am proposing an alternative to the Pro Bowl. The sort of underbelly of the league, and maybe it should be called the Parole Bowl. And I'm thinking a setting maybe like Detroit. No offense, Justin and the Lions, but it seems to be more conducive to the...
A lot of people get shot in Detroit.
That is true.
Exactly.
A lot of people, third highest per capita getting shot at rate.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, I think there could be some possibilities for this to be a good thing, where it could be this last sort of ditch effort by the league to make a little bit more money, but also for the players as this sort of moment of catharsis, so they kind of stay out of trouble for the rest of the year. Give them this stage, this platform to act out all this violent behavior and, drug use that they do and get busted for.
So there's no rules in the Parole Bowl.
No.
I mean, it's like
So it's like
NFL
the Royal
Blitz.
Rumble.
It would be kind of like that,
Wait,
yeah.
Is that the one? Is it King of the? The Royal Rumbles where 30 guys get in the ring and they all wrestle and whoever wins gets a shot at the champion at the title.
I don't know.
I think.
I mean,
it
there'd
is.
have to be some
Yes.
general rules
Yeah.
of football. I mean, you'd have to maybe score somehow.
If you get tackled, you're down.
Yeah.
But you can still fumble even if you're down. You got to hold on to the ball.
But no pads, though. Because you don't want these players to get hurt. And the players that are...
So no pads.
No pads.
Because you don't want them to get hurt.
Right, because these people, if this is a moment of catharsis for these, domestic violence, crimes and things like that, they don't want them getting hurt by hitting pads.
yeah.
But hitting each other without pads will not cause injury.
Maybe a little.
I think
and,
a lot.
And foam guns, they not really...
Foam guns.
Foam guns. Now
Actually, that's an idea right there. Like the ones that the fly swat, like it was a fly killing device that had the ball on the end of it. And they didn't work worth beans. You'd be like, oh, they finally. I've had it with you, fly swatter. I'm on to the next trick.
But you could pistol whip someone with a foam gun instead of a real one. Keep it in a controlled setting.
Are they allowed to juice up before the game?
The juice up. The steroids are in the Gatorade cups. You just drink the steroids.
All right, who's on this Parole Bowl squad?
Well, I was trying to think of how it would be, team versus team, NFC, AFC. That didn't quite work out. And I was thinking maybe the drug guys against the violence guys, and that wouldn't really work out either.
No.
There'd be a bunch of couches and a bunch of just brawling.
Yeah. Shotguns. And chips.
Yeah.
Shotguns and chips.
So maybe I was thinking, we could put them all together, or someone could put them all together. They could maybe pick teams, make it a little more fair.
Yeah, picking
Picking
teams.
teams
I
is
like it.
sweet.
Nobody does that anymore.
No.
It's not fair to children to be the last one, so they have to do it justly. I say, get rid of that. Let's pick some teams.
Yeah.
Who's your pick? Who are you picking?
Yeah, we're excited about this.
There's a lot. I mean, Plaxico Burris.
Yep, shot himself in the leg at a nightclub.
Yeah, see, he needs a foam gun.
He does.
He does need a foam gun. He would be playing, or he would have played in the divisional playoff.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been suspended.
Probably would have beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Obviously, with some phone calls, with probation and parole, we could get these people here, or to the venue. But Michael Vick might show up.
Michael Vick,
he could.
he should be picking the teams.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
He'd be captain, obviously. Doesn't he have like the longest jail sentence out of any NFL player that's
but
active
not for long. Well, active, no. David Megan is going to be in for a long time.
Yeah.
But he doesn't play anymore, so he can't be in the Parole Bowl.
They're just not like Pac-Man Jones. This is a perfect
He is the
outlet
life.
for this guy. Maybe just let him do his thing in there and not be beating up strippers.
Represent. Yeah.
Yeah.
He can beat up football players.
Exactly. They can beat each other up.
Maybe they strip on the weekends.
Yeah.
Maybe he likes that.
Yeah. Who else we have here? Brian McKinney.
What does Brian McKinney do?
Aggravated battery.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Does it say? who
Larry
he-
Johnson's a spitter. He should be on the Parole Bowl team.
Or
Larry Johnson's a spitter.
Yeah. He could
yeah,
be the dirty guy.
or Stoker McDougal.
Stoker McDougal.
Yeah. Yeah. Battery of a person 65 and older.
Oh my God!
Stoker.
See, these things should
Stoker
be
is not
contained
Into-
within
yeah.
each other. You know,
nice.
within
He beat up
themselves.
somebody's grandma.
Yeah.
Who beats up a grandma?
Or he beat up his own grandma, probably. Stoker McDougal.
Stoker McDougal.
Yeah.
I wonder if he ever made it to the Parole Bowl, the Pro Bowl. See, now I like
know.
saying Parole Bowl. 'cause it's got a
Oh,
nice-
well, yeah.
And Willie Andrews, assault with a gun. You know, he needs a foam one too. And they
Yeah.
could just him and Palaxico could just go at it.
And shoot each other. And shoot themselves at
Yeah.
the
Shoot
same time.
themselves and each other.
Yeah.
You get tired of it after a while, so you have some chips, then you shoot each other some more, because it can be fun. When Shaun and I got the soft air guns, it was a gunfight in the house for like a week and a half. Police could have came in at any point and killed us all because they thought they were real guns, you know.
I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's airsoft.
airsoft, yeah,
Not
not
real.
so soft.
So,
Smart.
So I was trying to think of something to call this, like, you know, live action role playing. I was thinking of something like along the lines of like real life role playing, where you'd have sort of
Where you're
acting this
supposed to,
thing
like,
out
act
in
like
the
an
stage.
actual human being.
Yeah, or you'd have your real life kind of take place on this in the stage.
You've been playing too many of those murder mystery games with your girlfriend, dude.
What does that
You
mean?
need to take a break from the role playing. What? Role playing Parole Bowl?
Well, you
Like-
take your real life and
So-
role play in this stadium as a
So
sort of
Plaxico,
as sort of a
struts
catharsis.
in
Are we
for-
talking about
for
like
the
a
real
tea
life.
party with Darth Vader, a pirate, and a robot from the future?
And a bear
Because
holding
I'm
a
not
shark.
down with that.
Where did no?
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
anymore
know.
than
We only
know
got
what
a
he's talking
minute.
about.
So-
Anyway, the Parole Bowl.
The Parole Bowl.
I'm writing Roger Goodall.
Yeah, I'd like to see Roger Goodell in the Parole Bowl, actually.
All right. Yeah, I think
can
we're
rough that.
probably out of time here. We got 1 minute. Anything you want to say about the Parole Bowl? I just said Parole Bowl. Can't even Pro.
I don't know. Do we even mention the fact that this is our last show for
Oh
the
yeah,
entire
it's the
season?
Aloha. That was what I was supposed to do with Aloha Friday. So I guess we won't be back until next season. And I'm sure that there's tears at home.
That could be. They actually probably didn't even realize until we just said something. Holy
Yeah.
cow! There's no more football. I don't have to look
Look
at these goofballs.
look
every
at these
Friday.
goofballs. Yeah,
You get a
So-
9-month break from us.
from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna play us
Take
out.
your meds.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
We probably have 30 seconds left, and you're
I
going to
doubt- I
play a
think we got
solo for 30
10.
seconds. Unless you have a song. A nice goodbye song.
Some Jimmy Buffett.
I'm not going to make it up.
You should make it up.
No, all right. Goodbye. It's a...
la 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 la